Hi and welcome. I'm Julieanne Cost, and in the next few minutes we're going to take a look at the new features in Adobe Camera Raw 18.3, including depth range masking, lens correction, and film-inspired presets. Let's start with depth range masking. In previous versions of Camera Raw, applying a depth range mask required that the image already contained embedded depth information. Now we can apply depth-based adjustments to images without embedded information, making it easy to apply adjustments to specific depth zones in an image. In the masking panel, I'll choose Range, Depth Range. Position the cursor over the image and use the eyedropper to sample a single point, or click and drag to sample a range of values. Consistent with all masking, the red color overlay represents the area that will be affected when adjustments are applied. To change the range, click again with the eyedropper or use the Select Depth option. Repositioning the rectangle selects different depths. Closer objects are on the left, objects further away are on the right. Drag the handles on either side of the rectangle to increase or decrease the range of depth selected. To avoid abrupt transitions between the areas that are adjusted and those that are not, drag the vertical line to adjust the fade range. Dragging between the rectangle and the vertical line expands or contracts the range of depth selected without changing the fade range. In this image, I'll select the objects in the foreground and move the temperature slider towards blue. Then I'll click the plus icon and add a second depth range mask. This time, I'll select the areas that are further away and increase the temperature to make the background objects warmer. Then I'll adjust the depth range so that it doesn't include as much of the foreground objects. However, I don't want the sky adjusted, so I'll choose Subtract, select Sky, to quickly exclude it. To view the generated depth mask, enable Show Depth Map. Red represents the area that will be adjusted, the white areas are closer, and the black areas are further away. If I uncheck this, we can Option drag on Mac or Alt drag on Windows in the Select Depth area to temporarily preview the depth mask. If your image includes depth information, you can also choose to use that embedded information by enabling Use Device Depth. I'll click the icon to quickly preview without the masks and then with the adjustments applied. Next, I'll select the Crop tool. If you're capturing images using anamorphic lenses, you can now fix the aspect ratio to correct that distortion directly in Camera Raw using the new anamorphic de-squeeze option. An anamorphic lens compresses the image horizontally when you capture it, enabling a wider cinematic aspect ratio without cropping. It produces a distinctive cinematic look, including oval-shaped bokeh, horizontal lens flares, and slight edge distortion. However, I don't have an anamorphic lens, so when I select from the presets or I use the slider, it's going to distort my image, whereas with images captured with an anamorphic lens, it would restore the correct aspect ratio of the image. But I suspect that de-squeezing a regular image might have some creative applications as well. Also in the Crop panel, under the Manual Transformations, is the new Projection slider. As you increase the projection slider, Camera Raw reduces edge distortion and improves the appearance of objects near the corners of the frame. This is particularly useful when you shoot group shots because the subjects near the edge of the frame can appear stretched or distorted. Finally, let's take a look at the new film-inspired presets designed to emulate classic film looks. I'll select the preset icon and scroll down to the film-inspired set of presets, and then hover over each preset to preview the effect. As with any preset, they're designed as a quick starting point. You'll often want to fine-tune exposure or white balance or color to match your specific image. Excellent. I'm Julieanne Cost. Thanks for watching.